for we are to God the fragrance of Christ. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 15.
Hello everybody, this is Tokwe here and this is Top Notes by Tokwe. Thank you for spending some time with me on the channel. So today I have a comparison video of two Lattafa fragrances. So if you're interested in knowing which Lattafa fragrances I'm going to compare today, okay, so don't forget to like the video, and if you have not subscribed, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you are always notified when I upload a new video. So you want to know which two Lattafa fragrances I'm going to review? Let's get into the video. Hey, welcome guys. So the two Lattafa fragrances I'm going to be comparing is the OG Lattafa Khamrah, which is this one, and then the Lattafa Khamrah Qahwa, which is a flanker of it. Okay, so I'm going to start by talking about Lattafa Khamrah. I do have a video, but I'm just going to do a brief synopsis of Lattafa Khamrah, and then I'll talk about Khamrah Qahwa. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my laptop to give you the breakdown of the notes and stuff like that. Okay, so for Khamrah, which I'm going to spritz here. Okay, I'm going to spritz Khamrah here. No, let me do behind here. Khamrah here. Okay. Khamrah it has main accords which are sweet, warm, ambery, and spicy. It's sweet, warm, spicy, ambery, vanilla, cinnamon. Okay, and for notes, it has notes of top notes of cinnamon, nutmeg, and bergamot, and then it has mid notes of dates, praline, tuberose, mahonial, and then it has base notes of tonka, vanilla, amber, myrrh, benzoin, and ackee gallowwood. Okay, so this is what it is. It's a creamy. It's interesting that there is no booze here, but this is quite a sweet, overly very sweet, boozy cinnamon scent. You know, very nice. The tonka and the vanilla gives it a lot of body. It's a very nice gourmand scent. It's gourmand to it. It's extremely sweet, syrupy. It's a very nice scent, like, and it is a compliment magnet. Like, people would literally chase you down and ask you what you're wearing. I love Khamrah. This is my, I think I've gone through a bottle already. This is my second bottle, and you can see the dent I have, and I have a backup bottle. I do have a video on my Instagram page but it was because like my niece, my cousin, they loved it so much when the bottle that I had, my first bottle, so I got one for them too. But this is the Khamrah, and this is the dent that I have done on it. This is a beautiful scent. I'm not going to say much about it because I have a video on it, but because I want to compare it to the newest addition to it, which is the Khamrah Qahwa. This one, it's really, really, really a nice scent. Okay, so let me spritz that one. And for Khamrah Qahwa, I'm spritzing Qahwa on this side. So for Khamrah Qahwa, the main accords of this one is warm, spicy. The sweet doesn't come first. It's sweet, it's vanilla, and then it has coffee and cinnamon. For notes, Khamrah Qahwa has cinnamon, cardamom, and ginger, and it has praline, candied fruits. It has a base of white. It has a base of coffee, vanilla, tonka, and benzoin. So note-wise, whereas the original Khamrah, which I have here, has nutmeg and bergamot at the top, the Qahwa doesn't have. It also has dates and praline, but this one has the candied fruit replacing the dates in the original one, and white flowers in the middle. Right, again, the Qahwa, white flowers in the middle, though the original has tuberose, so I don't know how many white flowers is in the Qahwa. Also, there is an added coffee note in Qahwa, which is in the base, in addition to vanilla, tonka, benzoin, and musk. Whereas the original, they remove the amberwood, they remove the myrrh, benzoin, and algo, so but kept the tonka. So they've moved around some of the fragrance notes. You would see the comparison side by side on my video. I'll put the side by side comparison of the notes to make it easy for you. So basically those are the things that like note wise has been taken out. But to my nose, right? Yep. This one, Qahwa, the original Khamrah is very sweet, whereas the Qahwa is sweet, but it's not as sweet as the original Khamrah. It's not as syrupy, and it doesn't have the boozy nuances. This one starts off more warm, spicy, and with the hint of coffee. But this coffee, like I said, is not cafe au lait or creamy coffee, but it's rather like a coffee, Turkish coffee or Middle Eastern or Arabian coffee. So it's almost like a coffee with sweet nuances to it, but it's not creamy, it's not hazelnut kind of a thing. So that's what it is. It's deeper. I find that it's deeper than, but it's not syrupy. So it's deeper in the coffee gives it depth, which this one doesn't have. Rather the dates and the dates here and the praline gives this one a syrupy thickness. So when I think of Khamrah, I'll think of Khamrah to be sticky, whereas this is much more like it's just smooth. That's the difference. Also, Qahwa doesn't have a booziness to it. Qahwa, it's much more spicy and warm. So you have the ginger shining brightly within it, giving it a very nice warm spiciness, in addition to the benzoin and the tonka at the base, so it makes it really nice. The cedarwood and the musk also sort of gives at the end, the latter part, when you've worn this in its end of its journey, which is Khamrah Qahwa, it becomes more like, it has this beautiful slight powderiness that it has, which the Khamrah itself doesn't have. Khamrah starts as thick and sweet and heavy, whereas the Qahwa doesn't have the sweet, thick heaviness nuances that the Khamrah has. So also, one thing I would say is that Khamrah is a much better performer than the Qahwa. I don't know if it's because my bottles of Khamrah that I have is from 2002. So maybe the fact that that means that my Khamrah has macerated for 2 years, whereas the Khamrah Qahwa, I just got it beginning of this year, so it's about 4 months. Let me see what batch that I have. Okay, the batch is not here, it's going to be on the box. So I think that also might add to the fact, the potency of my Khamrah. Yeah, and it's all equally beautiful, but I find that because Khamrah Qahwa it's a true gourmand. Khamrah is a true gourmand scent. Qahwa, it's not so gourmand. And also I find that the Khamrah leans more masculine, whereas the Khamrah Qahwa is much. Khamrah leans more feminine. Sorry, and Khamrah Qahwa leans a bit more masculine. It's also more, Qahwa is more versatile because it is not too gourmandy. So I find that if you're somebody that does not love overly sickly sweet scents, you may not like the original Khamrah. What makes Khamrah a bit more pleasing or appealing to people that like male scents is because of the booziness that it has, and also the cinnamon, the warmth that the cinnamon gives to it. Whereas Khamrah Qahwa, I find that it's going to be much more appealing to men because of the coffee. It's also not syrupy and sticky, like I said. It's thick, it's deep. It has like the scent profile is deep, and it's a bit more complex because of the coffee. It has the ginger, it has the slight sweetness from the praline. It also has the tonka and the vanilla, adding a bit more body to it. So it's when it comes to the development, I find that Khamrah Qahwa develops better in its journey as a fragrance, whereas I find Khamrah a bit more linear because after a while it loses the booziness, it loses the cinnamon, and it becomes just a sweet scent, a just sweet gourmand scent basically. So I find that if you're looking for a gourmand scent, if you're a girly girl that loves gourmand and thick syrupy scent, Khamrah is for you. But if you want a much more versatile scent that develops within its scent journey, then I would say that you go for Khamrah Qahwa. The thing is that performance-wise, Khamrah beats the Khamrah Qahwa hands down. Again, because for me, Khamrah it will project for about 2 to 3 hours and then last for anywhere after 9 hours on my skin. It does even much better on clothes. Whereas Khamrah Qahwa would project for about an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, maybe an hour and a half if you're not pushing. And then it would last for about 6 to 7 hours. I find that the longevity of Khamrah Qahwa is getting better than when I first got it, and I want to believe that maybe it's because the scent is beginning to macerate. So I find that if there's a difference between performance that I quoted the first time I reviewed it, it would be because of the fact that I've noticed a better performance on it of late, but it doesn't still match up to the performance of my Khamrah. And also, additionally, Khamrah fills the room. I find that Khamrah has a better projection. It has over maybe 2 arms lengths of projection. It leaves a beautiful central. When you spray Khamrah, everybody will smell you. Whereas the sillage on this one is not the same. It doesn't fill the room. It may be an arm's length of sillage is what you get from Khamrah Qahwa. So that is the main differences that I have noticed. If you have the 2 scent, I would also say that if you have Khamrah, you might want to sample Khamrah Qahwa. If you have Khamrah Qahwa and you have in your book Khamrah, maybe you sample it. But for me, if it's not because I am a fragrance reviewer, I would say that to a large extent, they are not the same scents, but it's just a bit redundant to have 2 of them. I'm getting to the point where, at a certain point, the profiles get the same. They get similar, not exact, but they get similar. And I'm getting to a point in my journey where I'm trying to eradicate similar smelling scent profiles, to be honest, because after a while with your body chemistry, it might almost smell the same. The nuances are from the beginning when the scent is developing. At the base, it might almost be the same, so that is the reason why I'll say it might be redundant. If you don't want to waste money, you might sample the 2 and find the one that you like the best. I still lean more towards Khamrah than I do of Khamrah Qahwa here. So I think it's up to you to sort of find the one that you like amongst the 2 and get one. I won't advise to say that, oh, you should get the 2. It's important to get the 2. The reason why I always tell people that the reason why I have this huge inventory or fragrances, yes, I love fragrances, but again, it's because I do review them. So sometimes you want to keep, and then if another one comes out, you have a flanker. But I'm also thinking of going the route of probably decanting some fragrances so that I can have them for later. So that's my synopsis of comparing Khamrah OG to Khamrah Qahwa. I would love you to tell me what your thoughts are about these 2 fragrances in the comment section. Also, thank you so much for watching. But if you're at this point and you have not liked the video, don't forget to like the video. Also, subscribe, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you are always notified when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Stay safe, stay scented.